so excited to train you guys tonight. It's been a while. I don't know why I'm nervous tonight. It's so silly. But tonight we're going to talk about the different ways to win at our 60th anniversary seminar. Okay. So the company is going all out for our 60th year in business, and I know that you guys will not want to miss it. I have only ever been to last year's seminar. It was my very first one, and it was phenomenal. You know, being around women of excellence for an entire week, the inspiration, the trainings, the sisterhood, the late night French fry runs, the hours in the pool, getting to visit with nationals in the pool, all of it is such an amazing experience. And I'm so thankful that I went last year. I seriously never want to miss a company event again. And if there's one thing that I've been told by those who have attended other big milestones, is the 60th golden anniversary of Mary Kay Ash's dream is going to be above and beyond anything we have ever seen. And I know Denise shared a little bit earlier, but they're not televising it virtually. They want as many people there as possible to celebrate. So mark your calendars for July 30th through August 2nd. Many of us will be traveling the 29th through the 3rd, as you heard in the announcements. I find that the extra day before and after really helps me to get settled before all the excitement begins and to not feel rushed. That's the way I like to travel. And then to also have the day after to reflect and to spend some time with each other, some quality time strategizing, and before we return home to all the responsibilities that we have. And so whether you have had seminar on your radar or not, let's keep an open mind about what's possible for you to achieve in the next 90 days, okay? So you might not even be on target at all for any recognition, but please don't let that stop you from feeling what is possible for you. There are hundreds of stories out there of women who got laser focused and dedicated to creating a win for them at seminar, and we're going to create some new stories from our future inspired area. So whether you create a win or not, though, seminar is a blast regardless. So even if you're like, there's no way this can happen, and that's just the mindset you've got, you still want to go to seminar, okay? So let's talk about some of the different ways that we can win. And we're going to start with the Mary Kay National Area. So because we don't have a national director right now, we are part of the Mary Kay National Area, and that means the company is our national. And so we get some added benefits. So this year, if you achieve any one of the courts, you'll earn a $20 cash reward plus earrings. And if you achieve both courts, you'll receive a $25 cash reward plus the earrings. And if you achieve any of the courts, princess, queen, you will, of either sales or sharing, you'll also earn an invite to the Mary Kay National Area Peace, Love, and Mary Kay reception. So now this is the reception before the actual party. Everybody gets to go to the party, but you get a special invite to the before. And so I'm going to share with you really quick a picture of the earrings because they're super cute. I don't know if you guys got to see them yet. So this is what you will get to earn if you are a princess court or a queen's court. And then there's some other ways that you can do it by being annual go give, some other ways like that. But those are the ones that most of the consultants can earn it that way. So Denise already shared a little bit, but the Princess Court of Sales is 20,000 retail and 10,000 wholesale. And the Princess Court of Sharing is 12 Great Start qualified team members. Now, normally these two courts do not get to walk the stage at seminar. However, this year, the company is giving you on-stage recognition. Like seriously, can we get so excited for that? If you achieve either court. Last year, it was only if you got the Princess Court of Sales. This year, it's sales and sharing. So you'll get to wear this sash and parade across the stage like the beauty queen that you are. So super excited for that. And then the Queen's Court of Sales is 40,000 retail and 20,000 wholesale. And the Queen's Court of Sharing is 24 Great Start qualified team members. Now, these courts are also receiving on-stage recognition, which is normal, but they also receive special jewelry from the company, which are absolutely stunning. And so I'm going to share pictures of that real quick too, because I absolutely love them. So this is what you will receive for finishing the Queen's Court of Sales. You can choose between the dazzling diamond ring or the $500 cash reward. Okay, and it's so pretty. We got to see them. Leadership got to say. I was like, where did I see pictures of them at? The girls were trying them on, and they're just so blingy and so pretty. Absolutely love it. And then if you are in the Queen's Court of Sharing, you're going to receive one of these three. So you choose between the Diamond B pin, the Diamond B charm for your charm bracelet, or $525 cash. And they're beautiful too. So gorgeous. All right. So does everyone, I think everyone, maybe not Krista, because you're still new, but I think everybody on here knows what it means to be a Great Start qualified, but we're going to go over it just real quick. So this is a new team member who has the month they started plus the full 3 months after to place a cumulative order of 600 wholesale with the company. So that means if they sign up in March, they've got all of March and all of April, May, and June. Now, if they sign up in April, they only have April, May, and June to count for this seminar year. And if they sign up in May, they only have May and June because the end of our seminar year is June 30th. But we have a lot to work with right now. Now, this can all be done in their first order, which will actually yield the most free product and bonuses for them, or it can be an accumulation over the Great Start period. So maybe they do 225 and they do 300 and they do 75. And if you add it all up, it equals 600. But the Great Start period is more than just a $600 order though. Your new team member can earn free product bundles for every increment of 600 they reach within that same time frame. So getting them off to a good start is super helpful in building their inventory. It's helpful in building their confidence, like we saw with Stacy, and building their initial income. So the Great Start period is designed to help boost a new consultants beginning to their business. And then there's also an additional benefit to you for helping your team members get Great Start qualified, and that is a $50 cash bonus for each one. And there's no limit on that. So as long as you're building Great Start qualified team members, you're going to get that $50 bonus, and it happens the same month that they get Great Start qualified. Okay, so do any of you have any questions about Princess Court, Queen's Court, and Great Start qualified? The ring is so pretty on my hand. Oh, I love that, Kelly. All right. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to move on. The next thing we're going to talk about is the 6 most important things game board. So you guys have heard us talk about this a little bit, and all of you guys were at Career Conference or Spring into the 60th, except for Krista, because she's not here, but we would have loved to have you. And so you guys all saw the game board that was on stage. So we're going to kind of delve into that a little bit and show you how you can help your unit win. Let me get in here and share this again. Okay, can everybody see that okay? Is it big enough? Okay, so this is what the game board looks like. Now, each one of us directors has an active game board that shows us where we're at with our levels. But I pulled this one generic just as a photo to share with you guys. So when we complete 3 of these squares, we earn a prize. When we do 4, we get a prize. When we earn 5, we get a prize. And if we do all 6, there's a $3,000 cash bonus, and I'll show you guys here in a minute. It's a beautiful diamond necklace. But that's on the side. So let me get back here for a second. So let's talk about the Great Start qualified beauty consultants. You guys, it's only 12 between June and January. 12 Great Start qualified. And I know that we have some of those already. We're already working towards that. And each of us directors can share our boards if we want to, but we're so like, this is something that all of us can do in these last 3 months. Easy peasy, we can do it. And so what that's going to take is just sharing, right? And then the unit star consultants is 12 for the quarter 3 and quarter 4. So like with my team, we had 3 star consultants for quarter 3. So we need 9 more for quarter 4. So really focusing on being a star consultant, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. And then how to achieve that is going to be super helpful in helping your unit win as a whole. And then the Golden Rules Challenge, which is we have 36 of them between January and June. And so that's the $600 wholesale challenge. So that can be cumulative. It doesn't have to be all in one order, but it is all in 1 month. So when you do 600 in 1 month, you become a Golden Rules Challenge achiever and you win your jewelry and then, or your accessory piece. And then that helps count towards the unit's running tally of getting up to 36 of those. So what you'll notice in looking at this is that all three of those top three boxes are all super driven by sharing and seeing faces, which we're going to talk about again here in a second. So in the bottom three, these are kind of like, this is our unit growth and unit sales volume growth. So each one of us is being asked to increase our volume by 13% and to increase our growth by 13%. And we can share our personal goals with you again, so you can see where we're at. And then one first line offspring sales director. Try saying that 3 times fast. So first line offspring sales director, which I know Allie is really excited. She's just sharing so much to try to get into DIQ by April 1st. And I know Kelly has got that on her radar as well. So it's going to be super exciting to see what we do with that too. Okay, so now we're going to go back and I'm going to share one more screen with you. And this is the consultant. So the consultants don't actually have a game board, but basically you have the same 6 most important things game rewards that you can earn. Okay, so this is what happens between January 1st and June 30th when you get to 3 Great Start qualified. No, this is the wrong one. Hang on. I'm like, that doesn't look right. When you get to 3 Great Start qualified team members, and you are also a star consultant in quarter 3 or 4, you're going to earn the commemorative 60th anniversary scarf. And you guys, I haven't seen it in person. I've only seen directors holding it, seeing it, but it's a big scarf and it's really beautiful. And like you guys saw on the career conference, it's got so much symbolization for Mary Kay. It's got the bees and the roses and the crown, and it's just really cool. And it's not something that you can get anywhere else. It's just for this challenge. So it's really special to earn that. And so if you weren't a star consultant in quarter 3, that's okay. You still have all of quarter 4 to earn that. And by earning your quarter 4 star consultant, you're going to be contributing to those squares that the directors need for their unit growth too. Okay. So then if you want to earn the scarf, a free red jacket, and on-stage recognition, then you're going to develop 5 or more Great Start qualified team members, and you're going to be a star consultant either 3 or 4, just like before. So this form is found on In Touch underneath the Great Spring into 60th. It'll say the squares game. It says IBC rewards, and it gives you a spot here to keep track of who you have. The agreement date, the date they were qualified, their team member, and then to track whether you were a star or not. So I love that the company gives us such easy tracking forms. We don't have to recreate the wheel. Stop share. My computer's being slow. Okay, I'm like, I hope this is right. So this is a game that's really designed to help us each grow our individual units. There are so many ways that you can help, but can you guys guess what the biggest way is? It's by holding a power start. It's holding a power start and sharing the opportunity. I know you guys have heard us say this over and over, especially since January, but it really is the lifeline. So if you strive to see 30 faces each month and share with 10 people, you'll not only see an average of $1,000 profit from your sales, but you'll also move up the career path naturally. And you'll start earning 4, 9, or 13% commission from the company. Like, who can't use that extra money, right? This is huge, and it has an exponential effect on your income, especially those with the Great Start qualified cash bonuses that you receive. So when you put it all together, like just sharing the opportunity, if you share it with 10 people, the average is that 2 of those guys will sign up with you and want to start their business. And so you can see how it can exponentially grow. And that's just 10 shares. So let's talk just for a second. I want to talk a little bit more about the red jacket and what it means. We have the 10 steps to the road to red, and I'll post this on the Future Inspired area page. But there are 10 things that you can do to help you move into red easier. Okay, so I'm going to share them with you real quick. So number 1 is make the decision that you want your red jacket. Maybe you haven't even thought about it. Maybe you weren't sure what it really meant, but set a goal date. When, like, it doesn't have to be June 30th. You could be in your red jacket by the end of April easily. Number 2 is take a picture of yourself wearing the red jacket. So if you've got a friend or one of ours that you want to borrow and put it on, take a picture of yourself in it and post it in 5 places where you'll see it every day. Okay. Number 3 is to print and review the sharing outline. So there's lots of ways to share. Mrs. Cab is the one that we teach you guys frequently. If I could share it with you real quick. So Mrs. Cab, M is the money, R is the recognition, S is the self-esteem or self-growth, C is the career car program, A is tax advantages or advancing in your career, and then B is being your own boss. So those are like the most common blessings that you can get out of Mary Kay that you can share with people. And really it's important to just pick the ones that mean the most to you, because the ones that mean the most to you are going to be the ones that you're going to sound passionate about and have a good story with. And we've all gotten so many blessings from Mary Kay, so that shouldn't be too hard. So that's number 3. Review the sharing outline, make sure you feel comfortable with it. Number 4 is to practice how to overcome the most common concerns, right? So we have another training on the YouTube channel that's called Overcoming Objections, and there are some of those in there too. And it's also on In Touch. And so number 5 is create 20 sharing packets. You know, we all pick kind of different things to put in our sharing packet. I've got a couple pieces of candy, and I've got our marketing plan. I've got the steps to success. I've got my business card, and I've got a sheet that's like 60 people in 6 minutes. And I just kind of, and a weekly plan sheet. And when I share and they have those objections, I sit down and I fill that out with them and be like, okay, let's see what kind of free time you have during the day. And let's see who you do know to get you started. And because those are 2 of the really biggest objections that I've had to overcome. So create 20 sharing packets. When you've got them, you're going to give them out. You're going to talk to people naturally. Keep them in your purse or keep them in your car. Okay, number 6 is print and review the team building layering chart so you can track all your shares. And this is on the Future Inspired area page already. If you go to our files, you can type it in there and find it. It's really important to layer our guests. So whether it's a skincare, then a color, get them to an event, have them get on a Zoom, have them do the Winning Wednesday. Those are all ways that you can layer them and help build up their trust in the company and with you, and to help them see other perspectives of it. Number 7 is conduct 5 sharing appointments with your sales director. That's what we're here for. We do the work for you. We just need you to get the people in front of us. And then that's part of your training. So when you get someone onto a call and you're listening to it, that is how I learned. I felt so confident in sharing by the time I got into DIQ, because I had been listening to Denise share with all my people over and over again. And I had been to every TNL where we had done marketing, and I just took notes and just built my confidence in them. And then you can guess it, 8, 9, 10 is conduct 5 sharing appointments. 9, conduct 5 sharing appointments. 10, conduct 5 more sharing appointments. So when you do 15, you're going to be so close to getting your red jacket if you're not already in it, okay? And so what it means to wear red, I'm just going to share this. This is from the company. It says, red signifies vibrancy and confidence. It's an exciting color that arouses emotion and represents vitality and intensity. How appropriate that our company selected this color to identify those who employ these qualities to make their career a success. Those with red jackets feel very special about them. Your red jacket evokes a deep sense of pride whenever you wear it. It means several things. First, self-confidence. Your red jacket shows trust, belief, boldness, and assurance. Many of us have lacked in this area at one time or another, but your red jacket gives you confidence. It tells you that you have reached a certain level of achievement and you've set a goal and attained it, and that you are making a success out of your career. It's not just a hobby. Determination. It shows that your work is purposeful and worthwhile, and that what you are doing is a credit to yourself. And those represented by this jacket. It gives you determination to keep going forward and to let nothing hinder you from becoming successful. And then the last one is persistence. It shows that you can hurdle obstacles that appear in your path and keep your mind shut against the negativity. It means stick-to-itiveness, which I absolutely love. I constantly say the grit and the dedication to your business is literally what made the difference for me. well, it's been 2.5 years now. I'm used to saying a year and a half ago. It's 2.5 years ago now. All right, so let's get back to training here. So power starts really are the lifeline to your business, and there are so many ways to hold them. Okay, so it can be in person, virtually, or a hybrid of the two. Now, I want to share with you. We shared last week, and a little bit at the career conference that in the month of February I saw 60 faces. And I kind of went back to look at my calendar because I was like, I wonder how many hours I actually spent working my business. And I figured it out for you guys. So I had 3 color appointments that were with 2 people. So that gave me 6 people. And then I had 7 parties of 5 people. So that gave me 35 total, or 35. And then I did facials with some guests at the retreat that I shared with you guys. So that was 7 more. And so now I'm at 48. Okay. And all I had is 7 parties, 3 color appointments, and a facial at a retreat. Then I had 10 guests at our Mary Kay bingo for Valentine's Day. So then I was at 58. And it was getting down to the wire, and I didn't have any parties or facials booked for those last 3 days of the month. And so I sent out the Skin Analyzer app to 10 people, and 4 responded with their results and wanted to schedule facials in March. So now I was at 62. So let's look at the actual time spent in front of people. So I blocked out 2 hours for each party or color appointment and for bingo. And that included like setup and tear down. My parties don't last 2 hours. So I was at a total of 23 hours for the whole month in front of people in February. That's it, you guys, 23 hours. Divide that by 4 weeks, and I was looking at a little bit more than 5.5 hours per week on my business. Now, that was a busy month for me. I have not been doing 60 faces every month, okay? I'm lucky if I hit 30, honestly. And it was still only 5.5 hours a week on average. I think sometimes we see numbers like 30 faces in 30 days and we think, oh my gosh, that's so many. But honestly, once I started tracking it, it was way simpler to do the 60 than I had ever imagined. The great part about all of this, though, is you guys, if you don't hit your goal of 30, nothing bad happens. You just try again the next month, right? So you track the numbers and you watch how it grows. I had a lot of fun posting my party setups and the stories on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if any of you guys saw them, but I would put somewhere in the picture like 15 out of 60, 18 out of 60. And I'd put it somewhere tiny and where only a fellow MK sister would know what it meant. But it was fun to share that with everyone. And it was a way to show others how simple being a consultant really is. Like our job is literally so much fun. So last week, Denise had this amazing training on team building and gave us an exercise to help us think of people that we could reach out to. Now, if you missed it, be sure to go check out the YouTube channel. It's Mary Kay Inspired National Area. All of our trainings are posted there for the replays, and they don't ever go away. So they're all right there for you. After that training, my unit and I have been busy sharing. This is so exciting. So thank you, Denise, for such a fun training. It really encouraged us to think outside of our regulars and to really add to our team. So already this past week, we have shared with 20 people in just a week. And I have 8 pending email invites for prospective new consultants out right now. We've added 4 new unit members. And you know what changed? Our attitude. That's it. We left all prejudgment at the door, and we realized that it wasn't up to us to decide whether or not Mary Kay was a right choice for someone. It's up to us to give the information out there. There are so many ways to share. I personally love Zoom with my prospective team members, but if there's a lack of time or scheduling conflicts, I actually have been sending out the Golden Opportunity $1 Million message calls because it's a perfect substitute. And I don't know if you're able to listen to them all, but they are still available in the $1 Million Message Facebook group. And my personal favorite to share is Ambertown Geehan. Like, did you guys listen to hers? It was so good. She covered everything, and maybe it's just because I can relate to it a little bit, but it was really good. So, however, when I send out these messages, the key to having someone listen to it is to ensure that you're following up with them on a call just as soon as possible. So I will ask them, what time are you listening to this? Okay, you're listening at 7 o'clock. I'm going to follow up with you at 7:25, okay, or however long your call is. But the fortune is in the follow-up, just like with your customer service on sales, okay? Now, our company is the perfect solution to so many people's prayers right now. The flexibility, the freedom to make choices in how you spend your time, the positive women we get to surround ourselves with, the ability to advance your career at a pace that fits you and your family, the people we get to serve as our customers, and the team members we get to help elevate as their leader. This is what so many people are desiring in their lives right now. Some of you heard me talk about the statistics in a recent study at the last meeting, but let's hear them again, okay? 70% of workers age 18 to 41, okay, that's like the bulk of our workforce, are looking to leave the workforce in 2023. That is 7 out of 10 people. Why? Because they crave flexibility and work-life balance and a feeling of accomplishment and a feeling that they're being paid what they're worth. Every single one of us on this call knows exactly how that feels at some point in our life, to need that kind of change in your life. And we all know exactly what is possible for each and every one of us and every single person that we share with. So let's get outside of our own heads and move out of our own way and keep sharing with everyone we meet, because we never know who needs this. Okay, so are you ready to set some goals for the end of seminar? Because that's what we're doing. Okay, so I want you all to type in the chat box for me. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I want you to tell me what you're willing to commit to for the next 90 days. Now, we can all create some powerful habits in 90 days. And I know that we've talked about 90-day cycle a lot. One of those could be committing to your business in a way that you haven't been willing to commit to it in the past. Okay. So is it a power start? I want to see people typing. Good. Amazing momentum going. Maybe a double power start. I know there are some of you out there who can do 60 faces with me. I'm doing 60 again in April for sure. Maybe it's sharing with 10 people each month. Are you working towards Princess or Queen's Court? Do you want to be in your red jacket with 3 to 8 team members? Are you going to earn your commemorative 60th anniversary scarf and get a free red jacket? Like, did you guys see the cute new red jackets? Who doesn't want one? Are you committed to becoming a star consultant in Q4? That literally looks like $300 retail weeks from March 16 to June 15. So you can kind of look at that and be like, okay, where am I at? Because we're a couple weeks into that. So you might have to make up a little bit, but the average is 300 retail weeks. How about taking advantage of 8 out of the gate and moving into DIQ and advancing your career for you and your family? Could you imagine how special it would be to debut as a brand new sales director at the 60th seminar celebration? Okay, I got to read some of these. Okay, we got Kelly, amazing momentum going. Denise, National Court of Sales, Power Start Plus monthly, Circle of Achievement, Power Start and booking parties. Yes, Queen's Court of Sales and Sharing, National Queen's Court of Sales and Sharing, lots of courts of sales. Oh, I love it. It's so exciting. Okay, double Power Start over the next 90 days. Rebecca, I am there with you. Doing what I've been wanting to do in my business, starting and not stopping, and see where it takes me. Yes, Deb, but that commitment and dedication is going to be monuments for you. It's going to be awesome. Princess or Court of Sharing and 4-quarter start and completing as many squares on the game board. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Okay, I'm super excited. Okay, so who's excited about traveling to Dallas for seminar? Because we're going to all be there to celebrate, you guys. 60 years. This is a huge milestone, right? It's huge. And I would love to see each one of you come with us to make this the most special seminar yet. I believe in each and every single one of you. And everybody who's watching the replay, I believe in you. And I know that we can do this and we can accomplish anything we want in the next 3 months. So I am super excited for you guys.
Thank you, Heidi. That was so powerful. And you can tell you're so passionate. Oh my gosh.
I am. I'm excited.
And that's rubbing off to your unit members. 20 shares in the last week. That's incredible. That's 10 new people, at least.
Yeah, we're going to have at least that. I'm super excited. And we have more. We have 2 more we're doing tomorrow, and Allie rescheduled some, and we're on it. Super exciting.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love seeing.
Think of what can happen even next week at our I know that's after the end of the month, but end of the month, by the way, I didn't have that in the announcements, but is the 31st. That's the last day that everybody can get those starter kit discounts and also finish up this month, the month of March, and get your people if you're going into DIQ and all the things. And next week we have a powerful guest night. So April's going to be doing the Hydra session, and guests who are there. If we have guests, when we have guests there, we'll be doing marketing in between. And let's really take advantage of these, you know, as directors put this together, because so many of you have asked for us to do an in-person event. So we hope that, you know, once a month, the first Tuesday of each month, we used to do this every single Tuesday. It's once a month for maybe an hour to 2 hours. And you can bring guests. So we're doing the work for you. So start lining up people that would want to come. And you guys, these are like over $200 at a spa. They use a machine, but we have all the products. And, you know, April is so great at explaining all the features and the benefits. Everybody's going to want the whole kit. You can sell a ton by getting some guests there. So let's work on that now.
You know, I did a Hydra session yesterday on one of my customers for her birthday. And, it was just a little pampering that she wanted to get together. And she was just like, I had no idea that my skin could feel this good. She said what did she tell me her skin look was? Not a lizard or something, but it was basically her skin was so dry right now. And so right now, this time that she was so impressed by what happened. I had a Hydra session party last week too. And they were all like, oh gosh, my skin feels good. And the ladies were going over and putting some of the product on their husbands in the living room because it was like, oh my God, you need this. And so they would go put some gel mask on their husbands, and they were just floored at how their skin was reacting with the products and how it was feeling so much better. So definitely bring people, just send out a question to your customers. Is your skin super dry right now? Are you scaly? Do you need some hydration? Then please come, and it's free. So, and I'm going to supply all the products, so the consultants don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to pass any charge on to anybody for that. I'll get it. I just want you to be there. I want you to participate, you know, just find one customer. If everybody just brought one customer, you know, we'd have a full room. So plan to bring them. And then if no one else, I know you probably have an inspirational close, Heidi, but I want to hear from the consultants that were there this weekend. Just a real quick takeaway, really quick, since we have a little bit of time still, on what their takeaway was from, you know, being a part of the career conference Spring into the 60th this weekend.
It was inspiring to me. This is Mary. I don't know if you can see that this is me on my thing, but I thought it was super inspiring, and it was so fun to be around the energy of all of you ladies.
Perfect. Thanks for sharing, Mary.
I agree. I took a ton of notes, and the energy was great, and it was just nice to all be together again and just get that motivation going. But the energy and the sisterhood and everything was great. So it's just nice to be together and have that wonderful vibe going. It was a great way to launch into the last couple months.
Plus, she won everything. She won on-time dues.
I did not win everything.
She won everything.
Oh, but you
Not
got
every
some
day.
Girl. She won the on-time drawing. She won the drawing from all the qualifiers. And then I sent her home with balloons.
I won flowers and
Oh, the flower. Yeah, you won the flowers too.
I didn't win the qualifier stuff because I didn't qualify.
No, you did. You went for the mystery night thing. You won that too.
Oh, for the mystery night, but not for the 60 faces. See, so
Oh, we
Yeah,
didn't
well.
get for that.
so anyway, but it was just nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
there was so many nuggets, and like, just, you know, the idea of how much can be done in a short time.
Exactly. Thanks for sharing, Deb and Jen. And MJ said, I agree with Mary and Jen. My connection just won't behave. I had tried restarting my computer. So it's still buffering on her, but she agreed with what you all said too. That was her takeaway. And me as well. I mean, just hearing from the nationals and that, we were blessed enough to have National Sales Director Diana Sumter come to our fall advance, and I love her. I love her to spray glitter on it all. She's just like sprinkle glitter everywhere you go, because you can't be in a bad mood when there's glitter on stuff. So I loved just everything that she shared, the plan, the action plan. The company went above and beyond to supply us with a lot of really great information, and there's more, and there's a really cool video right now on In Touch for seminar if you haven't seen it already.
Kelly said, I love the energy, keeping in touch with Denise by text and watching the content with you guys from a distance. She kind of paced with us the entire time, and we talked a little bit during lunch and after, and she gets her goodie bag tomorrow night with all of her things. Rebecca.
Hi. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many things. First of all, it was so awesome seeing everybody. It's been way too long, so coming down there was such an honor and a privilege, and just so much fun. And I have to say that it was so fantastic just being back in person with people. There are a few directors, not my director, but there are a few directors in our area that do in-person things. Otherwise, everybody around here does virtual. And so I really wanted to come on here and encourage you guys. For those of you that are local, I totally understand when life is lifing on us, but get to the events that they plan. Get to the events, be a part of it, because I remember that was one of my favorite parts when I was first in the business, and just being in person in the energy and getting that recognition and that excitement and, seeing it. I was sharing with some of the consultants when I was there. I get FOMO really bad. Okay. And when you walk in a room and there's front row seating, VIP seating for the red jackets and above, and then they get to participate in training. They're getting all of the recognition. As a new consultant, I was like, excuse me, hello, how do I get up there? Like, how do I get up there? And it motivates you. It does something different. And so, I just really want to encourage everybody, be on here every week for an hour. I used to drive 2 hours to go to my meeting for 2 hours, and then I would drive 2 hours home because I live 2 hours away from my director, and that was my dedication every week. And I understand that, things have changed just a little bit, but we really need to get back there. That's part of the reason why I was willing to fly to go and be a part of this, is because I wanted to be around my sister consultants, and I was going to spend the money for career conference anyways. So it wasn't anything that I hadn't already planned to do. Right. So make the investment to be on here every week, as well as in person every month, man. You will notice a shift in yourself, and you will notice a change. And it really reminded me this weekend when I was around everybody. I'm like, that's right. This is how this feels. Right. And so I told the girls, I just need to start it in my area because there's nobody else right now. So it's just going to be me. And then of course I did absolutely love Diana Sumter. And for those of you that weren't at lunch with us, my favorite part was when she said to find your way of doing Mary Kay, like honor Mary Kay's values and, the business plan and all of the things, like honor the Mary Kay way, but find your own unique twist in doing that and really step into that. So if you're rocking virtual, rock virtual. If you're doing hybrid, rock hybrid. If you're doing in person, right? And just really be who you be, and just really step into that. And I think when we allow ourselves to be authentic and real and truly step into our business in that way, it just comes to us. It truly does. So anyways, those were my takeaways. That's my passion. But yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next 90 days and beyond. It's going to be awesome. So.
Thanks, Rebecca, for sharing. Thanks everyone for sharing. And I know it's hard to describe in words the way we feel when we're together. Just know that you want to feel like we felt. And so you want to go to seminar. Seminar is where it is at. That's all.
I'm so excited for seminar, like especially with Allie's team growing down in Texas. Like it's going to be so much fun. I'm just so excited to get us all together. It'll be awesome. And real quick, I'll just share one of my takeaways. I had a lot, all the things, same things you guys said. But for me, it was like really super emotional to hear Diana Sumter speaking up there. And I shared this at lunch. I don't know if everybody heard or not, but it was a constant reminder listening to her talk of how far I've come in the last 3 years. Because 3 years ago, she spoke at our retreat, and it was my very first event ever. I had never had a party until that day of the first day of retreat. I had a party right before I left to go to the retreat. And it was with friends. It wasn't anything scary, but it was scary. And then it was like I got done and everybody was like, this was so much fun. I want to buy stuff from you. And then I got to the retreat and I'm hearing all the things Diana Sumter is saying. That really was a launching point for me to make some changes in my life. And so it was super emotional to see just how much growth I've personally had in those 3 years and where it's taken me. And I'm just so thankful for the Mary Kay opportunity, because if MJ never would have shared with me, I never would have met all of you guys. maybe later, but not as soon as I did. Okay, so inspirational close is one of Mary Kay Ash's words of wisdom. And she says, before you ever receive the wonderful treasures of a happy life, you must first give. Give of yourself. Be of service to others. Only what you give can be multiplied back into your own life. That is the law of the harvest, the law of the tenfold return. And if you give nothing, even it is multiplied and you'll receive nothing. And that just means a lot to me, because that is the spirit of the business that we're in. And in all these sharing appointments, that has been a common denominator against everybody I've shared with, is that go give spirit that Mary Kay has is so attractive to all these women. And so just to remember that that's what we're here for. It's not so much sales. Yes, we make our money through sales, but we earn that money through giving of ourselves and being of service to everyone that we can. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Awesome night, everybody. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you, Heidi. That was awesome.
So good. Make sure you RSVP as you start getting guests for next week. And, just like to Heidi's point about, when she had 12 or 15 confirmed guests and 9 showed up, if you really want to have 2 people there, you'll probably have to have like maybe 6 to 8 confirmed guests. That is just the way it works, unfortunately, unless you go pick them up.
And you know what I did, you guys, to get so many guests at the Valentine's Day bingo? I literally sent it to every single customer I had. It took me a couple hours, but I did. I sent a picture of the graphic and I said, hey, we're having this event. It's about time to get back in person finally. Can I count you in? That's all I said. Yeah. And I got like 30 responses and then 10 came. So, I mean, it's just sending it to as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is that graphic on the Inspired Angels or in the Future Inspired page?
It's in the Future Inspired, it's on Voxer, and it's in your announcements, and I will repost it again as soon as we get off here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wait, Heidi, I have a really quick question for Heidi. Sorry. I just wanted you to, what did you do with the app,
the Skin Analyzer app?
Yeah, the Skin Analyzer app. You sent it to some people, and then what? I missed that.
Okay, so I just went to the thing, I screenshotted a picture of it, and then I also went in, and there's like a little share button on the app inside, and I just shared it with like 10 people that I had not facialed in at least a year. So there are people who were already customers of mine, but they have not bought in a year, or I kind of lost touch with them. And I was like, hey, can you I can't remember what I said exactly, but it's always the same thing. So I'm like, hey, is your skin dry? Just like April said, like the spring weather, this back and forth is getting me. Do you want to try the Skin Analyzer app? And it'll take a picture of your face. It'll tell you like where maybe some of your targeted concerns are. And then you can send your results back to me and we can schedule a facial and I can help you get a customized routine. And so I sent it to 10 people and 4 people responded, and they all have a facial scheduled in April, but I counted them as my faces for my 60 because I was like, I'm still getting back in front of them.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Super easy. And honestly, the results, like I also shared my 6-month results. So I don't I could maybe share them in the group too, but like you can see the difference in the results on there. So if you've done one and it has been a while, doing another one and seeing the difference, it's powerful to your customers.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
We should all
man,
do that this
amazing.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about that at lunch, about the difference of after having used the products. I think you were saying that, Mary, how
Yeah.
it wasn't recommending Miracle or the Volume Firm anymore. It was recommending the Miracle Set because of the changes. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye guys.
Good night, ladies. Have a
Good
beautiful
night.
Bye.